800 Lifetimes is a 360 dance performance. It's contemporary dance, singing, and electronic sound design art. It uses interactive, immersive sound technology, and it's a work about creating a modern myth. And we're creating a modern myth for the place that we're in, which is Bedford. So we started to work with the sound technology called Flowfal, which was created by Simon East. And so the app called Flowfal sits on smartwatches, and then it takes the movement data and turns it and generates it into sound.
In this specific case, there is a sensor which is an accelerometer which detects movement and the velocity of it. So if you move a lot, the force is high. Right, and if you don't move at all, the force is low, acceleration is low. Let's say thresholds correspond to volume thresholds or dynamics in volume. So basically with more movement you have higher volume, less movement, less volume.
And then it has like essentially what's a compass inside the watch. And that compass allows us to move the sound around the space 360 with the dancers' movements.
Being in the theatre today in the like dress rehearsal was like, it took it to a whole nother level of like what it really means to send sound and like the experience. And it's really empowering to like just have control over where you put the sound.
There are 3 microphones in the space, and the dancers, they can go next to the microphone and record sounds. And basically my role is that of looping, recording these sounds and putting them in the watch.
So we worked with the university student dancers, and we worked with the Over 55's New Chapters group. And we workshopped some words, we workshopped movements, and that formed the entire base of our words and movement for the piece. And so that community group and the university dancers and the Over 55's are folded into the performance. So they're at the beginning, they're in the middle, and they're there at the end. So they're kind of a really integral part of kind of bringing this myth together, holding the space, and coming in and out of that space with the professional dancers.
I think it's really fantastic to have the opportunity to work with professional dancers and students. So it makes me feel, you know, I'm part of something really exciting.
I really enjoy it. I think it's worked really well. With all like the lighting, because it's quite dim, it's quite cosy and homely, like it gives the sense of Bedford because it's quite a close community. So it is my home and my community, and I can feel it within the piece.
First time I've worked with voice in a piece, and that's where Dominie really came in to help to integrate the voice properly and help us to compose the sound.
A big challenge with this kind of work is how to write something that people are able to sing at the same time as moving. It kind of sounds like it wouldn't be that difficult, but to be staying in time with it and singing something that's rhythmical at the same time as moving your body in a rhythmical way is really hard.
Dominie's made us like feel really comfortable, and now I actually quite enjoy it. It's nice. You can feel like the energy and everyone in the room like together, like you're like a little community.
I found the process just really beautiful, and also knowing that I'm coming into a piece which is about connection and it's about forming those bonds, and yeah, it's just been a wonderful experience.
It's very tiring because it's physically demanding, but the connection between us and the community allows us to pace all the movement throughout. So we finally got there.
I think as a teacher, as a lecturer here, one of the most lovely things about the project has been seeing my students and also the dancers from the New Chapter group have an opportunity like this. So actually to bring it all together and to work with Rebecca, who is fantastic, and work with all of her team, but also for my students to see the professional dancers in their process will really support and help them as they're trying to do that, and certainly as they graduate into their early careers as well. So I think it's just been a fantastic opportunity and lovely to be part of it, but also lovely to observe it as well.
Today I was thinking I'm enjoying this more than I thought, you know, being here the whole day, and it's such a privilege to see the performers and be part of it.
And so the idea is that this structure can now go to any city and any town. and we would workshop in a very similar way, and that would inform the piece. So every time we go and we do our 800 lifetime kind of ritual or myth, it's a reflection of the place that it's in, and it's been created with the community that's there.
It was an amazing, very, very moving experience. I thought it was extraordinary.
I loved the fact that it was recorded live and it was looping and playing. The voices and the echoing, it was almost ancestral, like the voices that you don't hear anymore, we choose not to hear.
I really enjoyed how multi-layered it was. There were so many different aspects to it. You just couldn't take your eyes away because there was just something new to see every moment.
The thing I liked was the chorus bit when the conductor was conducting them and they were doing it in a round. And I just love the way that the voices all came together.
When I think of my loved ones